Check, check, check. Everybody in the house. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on. I'm experimenting around a little bit with some stuff, guys. This is awesome. So I want you guys to tell me what you're seeing here in a minute. What's up, Pilot Ryan? Says Pilot, or should I say Captain RC Guy? Can you guys hear me okay? Jeff's Custom RC, what's going on? Skip Built, what's going on? Barry G, EG, Roll Call. I really am surprised at how many people are here. The airplane behind me is the FMS Ranger 1220 millimeter airplane. Although that's not really what tonight's about. This is like, it's crazy. You guys are all welcome to hang out if you want. But this is just for this show tonight is aimed at my fellow YouTuber, social media guys who are doing their thing, trying to develop a personal brand, so to say. We're going to talk about those things a little bit. So, David Wagner, man, a lot of guys in here. Hey, let me know if you guys see. Tell me what you see. Tell me what you see, guys. Yeah, Kevin Farros, Dave's RC, Phoneboy RC. Man, a lot of guys with channels. And this is for you. And it's going to be loose. But I just want to talk about... you guys see a Mustang? Tell me what you see. What's up, Captain Mavic? P51. Awesome. Okay, cool. That means it's working. So I do have a couple examples in here of things that we're going to talk about later. But basically what I'm talking about is this. We are here to discuss YouTube strategies and the attention or the eyeballs left on the table. If you're making YouTube videos, I assume you want people to see them. So there's a few small things, and I'm not the best at this. I'm learning too, but I've been at it for a minute, and really there's a whole nother YouTube out there besides RC. RC, we've got a built-in audience, and we know how to beat down the path of the World Wide Web and go to see the guys we want to see. But let's bring in some new people. You know what I mean? Let's get these videos out in front of other people. And the first thing I really want to, and guys, really ask questions. It's going to be hard for me to see them. It's going to go fast. Maybe I'll do a private session in the future with the guys who... This is basically an introduction to what I might plan on doing as like a workshop a couple times a month, once a month or something. If you guys want to ask me, hit me on strategy and stuff like that. But basically I want to point some things out to you guys that you can think about. And this isn't about airplanes at all. So if you guys are really here for that, save it for Saturday. I'm still going on Saturday, don't worry. I've been wanting to do this, and so here I am. If anybody knows RC Weaving, reach out to them, get them here. You know, there's some guys that you know that do channels. I'm glad to see Jeff's Custom RC and Dave's RC here. Somebody blow up Boozer. I'm going to tell him right now. All right, Timothy Toutant. Let me tell Boozer right now what's going on. Just real quick in Messenger, I'm going to be like, dude, go to YouTube. Hey, we are live talking about YouTube. So let's dive right into what I'm getting at. So we're leaving views on the table when we don't take full advantage of the platform, which is YouTube's features. What I mean by that in one regard is this. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world after Google, who, by the way, owns YouTube, right? So you guys who are making videos, especially something specific about an airplane, right? You need to use the name of the airplane in your title and in your description first and foremost, right? Because not to pick, guys, I'm going to talk about everybody in here, and I'm not picking on you. I'm just trying to help. And Wesley knows, because I've been talking to Wesley about this stuff, and I don't know if any of you guys have noticed, but he the way he titles things has definitely changed. So, for instance, and I'll use Boozer as a good example. For a title of a video, right? For it to say painting with the Boozers. No one in the world is going to search painting with the Boozers in Google or YouTube search bar to see what's up. So better choice of words would be FMS 1500 millimeter P47 repaint airbrush style, and then you start getting a little bit more off the trail, right, with the title at the end of it. But lead with what's the strongest grab of attention. Who's searching what on the internet? If we're shopping these airplanes, we're shopping FMS 1500 millimeter P47, FMS Thunderbolt, things like that. These are also the tags you need to use when you're building out the video. Guys, you get 500 characters to use for keywords with your tags. Use them. You also get 3 hashtags that you can use in your description. 3, I show 4. You get 3 hashtags that you can use in your description. And don't be generic with them, because that's where you can be kind of specific to, like Dave's RC or Jeff's Custom RC. Like, I hashtag myself all the time because you're trying to build a brand and like some momentum, so to say. So if people do search that, and eventually they will, there's like a catalog of many choices to choose from. But does that make sense, guys? So, like painting with the Boozers, that's what it is, and we know it. We're going to go there anyway, but no one's going to search that in a million years on Google. So like FMS P47 repaint, that's going to get you more views. Jeff, when you're doing something super custom on one of your things, you don't have to do these things, but I have a feeling that if you're putting in the work, you want folks to see it. So take full advantage of what this platform has to offer. This is the same for every social media platform out there, actually. Keywords and things like that. So after you get your titles dialed in and your description, with your description, say what the video's about. All right? Same thing. Keywords work in the description just like they work in the title, and also with tags. And use all those tags, right? So, and if you guys want to do a one-on-one sesh, or you want me to look at your channel and do like a little kind of audit or something, reach out and we can do something like that. But Aventador, yeah, I saw that, and I'm really not trying to talk about planes right now, honestly, which is crazy. But I really have fallen in love with social and YouTube as much as the planes by accident. You guys, a lot of you have followed me from the start. Like, it's all about airplanes. That's why I keep coming back. That's why we have this relationship. But by mistake, really, just by putting in the hard work, and we didn't even really know what we were doing, I'll be honest with you. The reason we've become a personal brand that's a little bit recognizable is because we just keep showing up, right? We didn't know any of this stuff when we started out. We've just like learned as we go. And I really study hard other aspects of YouTube that's not RC at all to see how people differentiate themselves in maybe what is a saturated, niche. I don't think really ours is. For the most part, guys document their flights for posterity, but there's a handful of you guys who seem to be really skip built. You're one of them. And really, I hope I'm not missing anybody. And this isn't a shout out session, but Jeff's Custom RC, Dave's RC, Mary Boozers, anybody who's really doing more than just document their stuff, but trying to skip build. Anybody who's really just trying to share this thing, right? And Skip, you've got a hell of a following, and the same thing. I mean, I'm just assuming. This stuff happens by accident when you just keep showing up. So, better than, keywords and all that stuff is wonderful. Your comment sections. You don't have to answer every comment, but you should at least like it and give it that heart, because anybody who gets a heart knows that the owner of the content saw the thing. You guys know if you comment on my video, unless you say something crappy to me, I heart everything because I want you to know that I saw it. Maybe it doesn't warrant an answer, so to say, but you know that I saw it. So you guys use the hearts, okay? But back to setting up the video and taking advantage of the SEO, right? Which is search engine optimization. There's best practices. I'm going to show you one little shot right now of, let's go to the Boozers right now. I just got a shot right here. And I don't know if you can see my cursor or not, but I use this app called TubeBuddy. And if you guys want to, actually, if you use TubeBuddy as well and you go through my link, that will help me out. But that's not what this is about. But because I have this TubeBuddy app I pay for, it's about $85 a year, I can see what my competition is doing, okay? I can see, I don't know if you can see the cursor, guys, but if you look over there on the right where it says tags, I can see that he's only used like 20. And you have 500 characters you can use, right? And then also, can you guys see my cursor? Let me know. Yeah, Deuce is wild. You're 100% right. Barbie flies at P51, and you're rich. Can you guys see the cursor at all on the image? Someone let me know, please. Nope. Okay. Well, look at where it says tags underneath the best practices. And you can see also where there's a copy to tab that I could, well, that's okay on the cursor. Just follow me. Right to the right of Wesley's video, you can see the tags. There's only a few there. But there's also a tab that says copy to. I can, let's say I'm following a channel that actually uses every feature of YouTube very well. Well, I can just copy, I can import their list of tags to my list. I can see what these guys are doing. So, does that make sense? Yeah, Mr. Beast, Foam. I know who that is, Foam Boy. Exactly, Ricardo Vargas. Say what people are there for. Because people, you have 8 seconds to grab them, anybody who's a stranger. So, above tags, you see best practices. High resolution thumbnail, info cards added, end screen added, shared on Twitter, liked on Facebook, captions added, comment pinned, comment hearted. Wesley's doing a lot better job than he did early on, because I told him he should use this stuff. So get into your analytics, see what's going on, use the features of the platform. You guys should all be doing info cards, which lead people to your other videos, as well as end screen, which leads people to your other videos, or your merch if you have it, or whatever. Because YouTube is going to put you in front of other people. If somebody stays on your channel and watches the next video and the next video, or clicks away to go to another one of your videos, it's a huge signal to the algorithm of YouTube that YouTube's going to keep putting this kind of content in front of the viewer. So now, on my it makes sense that Wesley hadn't shared it on Twitter, and some of this stuff is just arbitrary. But so I can tell that he didn't do his end screens. I can tell that the thumbnail might need to be a little better, no big deal. And I can tell he didn't share it on Twitter. But one of these things that you can do right away, even if you just uploaded the video, you can write your own comment. You can like it, you can heart it, and you can pin it. All right there. And you knock out like 3 of your best practices. Dave, I would be glad to look at your channel and talk about this sometime, and we can go one-on-one and do it if you want to. It's I can't get off the software right now, so I already had this screenshot prepared, so I don't want to screw up my stream by going off. Okay, but Dave, I'd be glad to talk to you about it. So let's see. Here's another one. Now this is one of mine. You can see that I'm on 2 playlists. All my best practices are done, and I've used like most of the tag characters possible. Now there's work to be done on everybody's channel. My channel, there's some work that I could do to fix it. Your thumbnails need to be of the plane, you know what I mean? I think, and definitely, you know, it's not Pilot Ryan screwing around with an e-flite out in the open of Tri-Valley RC. No one in the world is going to search that. E-flite, F4 Phantom, full ordnance flight, and then my description could be better, but, you know, it's not the end of the world. All right, I'm back. Let me actually, hold on. There's a Mustang. By the way, my friends at Hobby Zone have their container now. If you didn't get in on the Mustang or the Bearcat or the Corsair, go ahead and do it. Also, I want to tell you to check out Skip Built RC, because he's about to drop his style of unboxing. Well, actually, I already did, didn't you? Of the Corsair, which is cool. The brown bubbly. All right, here we go. I'm back. Okay, so I haven't been watching the chat at all. Is there any questions? Is that making sense? By the way, if you guys are interested in TubeBuddy, let me know. And also check this video out when we're done, because I'll build out the description and I'll put my link to TubeBuddy in there. Randy says he uses it. I think it's a wonderful tool, because here's the deal. When you know what you're missing, I have a handful of different lists of tags, up to about 500 characters, that I just have different lists of all these tags. And I can just, bam, import that whole list of 500 characters, which saves me loads of time. And then also the best practices gives you those reminders about how to use every bit of the feature benefits of the platform. The end screens, do a good title, thumbnail, info cards, all that stuff. It's free. So, yeah, Randy, that's cool for the new customer deal, but if you were going to go to TubeBuddy off of my effort tonight, use my link. Just wait for it. Please, work hard for it, y'all. So, this is just YouTube. I'm not going to go into the other platforms and stuff right now. Dennis Farley says he never watches hat cam videos. I don't want to watch a spec move around. Andrew Williams, I wish I knew what your acronyms mean. I have the For the Win. Oh, Randy, you're using like the free trial or whatever, TubeBuddy. Yeah, it doesn't give you as much access as I get, but $85 for the year. I already paid $22 a month for Adobe already. So, I mean, that's the thing too. If you're serious, like, you know, when you get a stockpile of planes, sell a couple planes, and instead of getting a new plane, throw it at software or something. I mean, it kind of stings, you know, but it's what you got to do. I think if you want to do this, and it's taken me a long time to get to this place. I mean, I was so busy with the quota and stuff for so long. I just kept on putting out the stuff. Just kept on putting out the content. I mean, I knew enough to have a decent thumbnail and at least title the stuff right. But we also had a pretty captive audience running the Motion channel for 5 years, right? And we built it from nothing. There was like 90 people when I took over at Motion, and then we built it, to like 26K, and then we came back over here. Yeah, guys, really reach out to me, ask questions. We can figure out how to do a private session maybe somehow, and I would do some one-on-one consult if you wanted to, but I know you guys are working hard, and there's a lot there. Jeff, I'm not going to pick on you, but I am going to talk about you. So I saw one, and it's hard for me to watch everything, honestly. I make my stuff and I never see it again. But, so Jeff, the other day you did a video where it was like a session where it was all your buddies at the field, and you flew a bunch of different airplanes, and then you flew too. As far as views go, what I think you can, I mean, it was still a cool video. It's great, man. I mean, I watched it. I just wish that those guys held the camera for you like you did for them, because you did a great job filming those guys, and then when it was your turn, like hat cam, like those guys need to help you out. Anyway, I think you get more views if you know where I'm going with this. Break it up, right? So if one video is the Freewing A10, let it be the Freewing A10, right? Title it that way. You can even put the guy's name in it after you already, lead with the name of the plane. You get what I'm saying, I'm sure. This kind of stuff, it's one of those things that's like, oh yeah. Once you hear somebody say it, you're like, oh yeah, eureka. I mean, it makes sense. Once you think about YouTube and the search bar, when you're looking for a plane to watch or obsess over next, it is Google. So what are people searching for? If you crash it and you're making a video and you're going to upload the video of your crash, you should put crash in there. My crash on that Corsair went crazy for me. Like, it's probably about 20,000 views, and it's not that old, which is crazy for this kind of niche. I haven't been looking at the comments at all. So, Nathan Knight, what's going on, man? I think we follow each other on Instagram. Randy's not trying to make a living off YouTube, doing it for fun and help people learn to fly, just enjoy flying. And that's cool. Hey, this isn't for everybody. Really, I had like 5 guys in mind when I decided to do this thing tonight. And I'm sorry if some of you guys are like, whoa. But I didn't know how else to do it. All right? Don likes watching low passes, takeoffs, and landings and crashes. Watching a pixel in the distance doesn't thrill me. It's tough. Mary Boozer, packing for Joe Knoll and just realized I was on. Yeah, Boozer, we were talking about you. You ready for me to pick on you again? And Wesley, this stuff is familiar because we've been talking about it. Wesley can vouch that I've been rooting for him, right? So, I know you can't see my cursor, but look at the title. Freewing F-86 Sabre, 80mm, full flight. He tells you what the plane is, what he's doing, and then kind of the vibe, right? Easy flying, scale jet. So he did really good on his title. And he also mentions the plane in the first line of the description really well. And when I look over at his best practices, he's done good to pin a comment, heart a comment, got a like on Facebook. He's done info cards. He still needs to do end screens. But otherwise, he's doing all of the right things. Now, Wesley, you can see this image, right? I can see your tags. You only used a few. You have like 500 characters. So you could have, if I was you, I would have been like e-flite, FMS, Motion RC, F-86 Sabre, everything, EDF jet, 80mm jet, RC Jetworks lipos, like whatever, like 500 characters. And if you use TubeBuddy, you can just like import it from a list you've already created. Like I basically have a list for podcasts and a list for jets and prop planes. Anyway, you're doing good though, Wesley. You're doing good. And then let's see, mine. Here's a picture. I've done all the best practices there are, and you can see that my description could be better. Honestly, I have like part numbers instead of the name of the plane, but once you get down in there, it's better. And then, but I did use like all the tags possible, right, or pretty close. And so this video's doing okay. You know what I mean? And that's what you want to do. You think of YouTube as a search engine, which it is, second largest search engine in the world, owned by Google. Take advantage of that. When I talk about the algorithm, that's what that's all about. And you guys who want to talk about planes, I'm really sorry if that's not happening today for you. But come back on Saturday. Kevin Jones, what's going on? Yeah, man. I mean, really, I will do. Dan Moore says, tighten up, Boozer. Honestly, anybody wants a session with me, we can work something out. We could do a Skype call or Google Hangouts and YouTube therapy session. We'll figure it out. But I wanted to share my strategies though. And look, I've got a lot to learn. And I'll be honest with you, the irony with me is just so thick. You got to cut it with a chainsaw. But I did videos for forever. And then I'm transitioning my life to going back to this channel where I just get to kind of take a breath back and do the things I had a great time. I learned so much in that 5 years. I think we all did. I think the industry did. I think other companies took note of the way we do things. Like, it's been crazy awesome, but it's not, wherever I'm at now, it's not because I'm crazy awesome. It's just because I kept showing up. So you guys keep showing up, and things will happen for you. And I mean, of course you can't suck, but you do these things and you get your stuff in front of more people. That's really what it's about. And eventually you keep it up and you'll be able to get a little bit of scratch off your channel, which is kind of nice. It's taken a long time for FMS to be, interested in having me do stuff. I mean, it's you just keep showing up and work really hard. But while you're doing it, take full advantage of these. I use this analogy. When you don't take advantage of the benefits available via the platform you're on, it's like telling a magazine guy who's giving out free page ads that you don't want it, you're good. Like, take it. Take it. It's a search engine. Use the damn, name of the plane. I mean, don't clickbait. Don't put Katy Perry's, whatever, but as a title. But use the name of the plane. So, where are we at? Yeah, Skip, there's all kinds of stuff on YouTube, and it just was obvious to me none of you were watching it. I mean, that's what I do. So, back to the irony. It's like, once I realized that time was freeing up for me, so to say, I really started, I took the blinders off of RC YouTube and started consuming all this other stuff. So, really, the content creator space, video makers, video creators, social media, personal brand stuff, entrepreneurship, like all that stuff is where I'm getting my, that's how I'm packing my quiver of arrows, is from all this stuff. I probably wouldn't have thought of any of this stuff on my own. That's why I've got the merch, I got Amazon, got a little bit of AdSense going on with YouTube. And then also consistency being huge. 10 months ago, decided to do a live show to connect with you guys because I wanted you to know where I was, because I knew I was leaving like the best side gig I ever had in my life. So I wanted you guys to know how to find me, and this is what it's become. Like really, I love it. I love it. I love it enough to pop it out on a Thursday night, just talking about algorithms. Huju says, Ryan, the text in the title and in the description turn up in searches far better than the tags. I found many of my tags don't turn up in a YouTube search. It can be. It could be. Still use them. Definitely use them. And like I said, you get 3 hashtags in your description as well. And if you're your own brand, your own channel, you need to at least hashtag yourself. I think I hashtag RC Pilots Lounge, maybe Pilot Ryan. Sometimes if it's a crash, it's RC Airplane Crash. But if you hashtag RC Airplane Crash, for instance, you are competing with loads of them. So if you are Jeff's Custom RC or Dave's RC or, giveaway, hashtag giveaway, I mean, do it. See, I mean, it doesn't hurt. It's free, so give it a shot. Paul Hatcher, did you have a question? Does music in the video keep it from being viewed as much? It depends. I mean, I first of all, I don't really know the answer. All I do know is that if it's copyrighted music, you can get hit for it if you don't do things right. And even some people who buy the license and do all that stuff right still can get hit. It's not so much of a problem if you're not monetized yet. If you're not making any money off your channel anyway, it's not a big deal. But you still might get a copyright strike, and you don't want those. 3 of them and you're out. If and when I use music, I go from the YouTube audio library, and I've also paid for external third-party apps that are YouTube friendly. Epidemic Sound is one of them, and that was really just to get sound effects so I could do that ambulance deal for the Corsair crash. I mean, that video cost $15, for the music I used, kind of thing. But and it was like a subscription model, so you pay $15 a month and you can have access to their library, which is vast, for as long as you want to pay. Well, I'm not doing that because I'm cheap, and so YouTube Audio Library has music. I've downloaded that stuff that I like to use years ago, and I still have it. And with Epidemic Sound, I had a month, so I downloaded a bunch of that stuff while I had it active, and then now it expired a couple days ago, and I'm done. And you got to make sure you turn it off on PayPal, though. Actually, I had it for 2 months because I forgot to turn it off in PayPal. And as soon as I realized they hit me on the next $15 or whatever, that's when I downloaded a bunch of stuff and went into my PayPal auto pay and canceled it. But yeah, stay away from copyrighted music. It's just not worth it. And most of us really do want to just hear the playing and stuff. I use it sometimes, but YouTube does have free music, and that's a good place to get it. I mean, we don't want to live stream, pay-per-view games and stuff, right, Dave? RC Madness says, yo, Ryan. Captain Mavic, Epidemic Sound is hugely popular in the content creator space right now. We actually at Motion lost our channel once, and it was weird. It was by mistake, but all the stuff that was supposed to be okay to use got hit, and it was the early videos. I don't know if you guys remember that channel before I got it, but there were Great Plains videos, some old cheesy stuff, on there, and it was all of a sudden they all got hit one day and the channel went down, and I was sick. I about puked. I was sick to my stomach because that was me. Uh, that and Facebook. We weren't doing Instagram yet, and man, the YouTube channel and Facebook page at the time. This is before groups too, and oh goodness, hey, I gotta plug in my computer. I forgot to plug it in. Stand by, stand by. Oops. That would have been crazy. Um, yeah, I mean, my computer went in battery saver mode. It's like I'd never plugged it in. That would have been bad. Like I feel like we're rocking pretty hard. You guys all there still? There we are. There we are. And we're back. Hey, Ricky. Yeah, Victor, I didn't know I was going to come on today either, but I really have been, it's been on my brain to talk to, actually, how many guys are in the room today? I don't see it the way I always do because I've got the Streamlabs going right now. Pre-check. How many people in here? What's up, everybody? Um, 42, not bad. So yeah, Victor, it's been on my heart, so to say, to like talk a little bit about strategy and on YouTube, and a little bit about what people are leaving on the table, so to say. So really, I'm surprised to have this many guys in here sticking it out because I've been totally geeking out about YouTube. Victor, I know you have a channel as well. RC Madness, you want a wrench? I'm not sure I can. Hey, there you go. But I just completely screwed up what I wanted to see. Uh, there it is. Okay. Thanks for nothing, Mary Boozer, on the F-86. I will remember your crappy name calling. Craig Beaven, what's going on? Kevin Fenwick checking in, 50 people. Chris Jackson, Pegasus Club in Hagerstown. Good. Guys are here. Dan Moore, I am Pilot 21. Kevin Jones, Reckham Royce, Fred Barron. Almost all my vids use music and try to leave it so you can hear the planes as well. Just some copyright content, but no issues so far. Also mix ground on board slow motion music. Nice. Yeah, anybody got any questions? I know some of you guys are going to probably want like an audit, like a little, you want me to look at your channel. What's up, Tony S? So I really am not going to keep you guys too long today. I hope I didn't miss anything. Just keep it up. Think of your title and your description as a Google search bar, because that's what it is. It's a YouTube search bar, and use the words that you think people will be searching for. Victor, and it all depends on how much you care if people see your content. Honestly, if you're just doing it for posterity and you don't care, so what, whatever, right? But if you want people to see your content, you can't just date the session 5/5/2020 and think no one's gonna find it. So use the name of the plane, things like that. Yeah, onboard vids are cool if you mix them in with regular flying. I mean, a whole video of onboard. I hope I'm not offending anybody, but it drives me crazy. I mean, but that's the thing. I don't have to watch it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I use it, and it's very very small amounts of it. Um, so, all right, Tim. Take care. I hope he's doing well. Doing a repaint on the FMS Super Hornet. Should have done a video on it, says Kevin. Add as many tags as you can. Be smart. Yep, you get 500 characters. Randy's channel is public. Use playlists as well. If you're using playlists, the odds of someone staying on your channel and watching the next one is greater because it will happen by accident. It's like an autoplay feature in a way where the next video is just going to play. So for me, I have a podcast and live streams playlist. I have just more videos from Pilot Ryan and Captain Mike, which is like all the flight videos. Arrows RC has its own, and Hobby Zone has its own playlist. So does Jetworks. But those videos also exist in the kind of the generic more videos from Pilot Ryan and Captain Mike playlists. So take advantage of those. You can put videos in more than one playlist, which is cool. Anybody have any questions? Kind of specific to the talk right now. Is this something that you guys want? Answer with emojis, because if nobody cares, I'm not going to do it anymore. But if you guys like this, want this, if there's just a handful of you that do, we can figure out a way to do it more like a Google Hangout, and just not be public at all. Tony S., man, I wish. It's impossible to get time for a busy dad of like a 7, 6, and 2-year-old right now. Even the dog has appointments, which drives me nuts. The dog's going to obedience school or something. So, I mean, and we're coaching baseball. It's baseball season. Mary Boozer, thank you, man. Thanks. Oh, yeah, blow it up with emojis. That's cool. Yeah, Randy. And listen, you guys know you can get direct access to me via any direct message like Twitter, which Skip has been using, and then Instagram and Facebook Messenger. Most of you guys are just demographically on Facebook, so hit me there. And I see the comments here, but for like personal kind of stuff or like very specific questions, find me on social. Dirty D, what's going on? Man, we're just talking about YouTube over here and how to get the most out of it. I got a lot of buddies who have helped support me over here, and I'm trying to give them the best knowledge that I can. I'm not a guru, but I do play to win, and I feel like I've done really about all I can to take full advantage of the YouTube platform and its features. I do have a lot of work to do. It's hard to want to sit there and write 500 characters for tags every time, which is why TubeBuddy has been fantastic for me. And I could definitely do some better work on my thumbnails, and I could do better on my descriptions too. But I feel like the best practices are getting done, and that's really what's up. And I want you guys to do that. Dave's RC, you're putting out stuff all the time. Lead the title with the name of something relevant someone's going to be searching. You know what I mean? I mean, you do what you want to do. You don't. None of you guys have to do this stuff. But obviously, if you're going for the grab, in the economy of attention, it's free to grab if you use these, tips and tricks, right? So a little bit of tweaking here and there can really do some stuff for you. Very much everything I do is really deliberate, especially when I'm stepping out of my box a little bit. Like, I don't know if you guys really paid attention, but the Corsair crash video, I probably changed the name on that video 2 or 3 or 4 times, playing with what I thought was gonna get more eyeballs on the content. Because when I can't go fly the stuff, that's what I'm trying to do. And once you guys start getting once you guys are eligible for AdSense, you're gonna want to do the same thing too. Yeah, man, we're all, hey, we all got real jobs, regular jobs. I had a regular job the whole time I did the motion thing. Still have it. Chris Gillespie, not seen you here. Hey, if you're here and you haven't been, consider subscribing. Would you? Yeah, everybody here is really giving it their all, and I want people to see their stuff. That's what this talk's about today. I want people to see their stuff. How to video us a good topic. I'm sorry, I don't know what we're getting at there. Mary Boozer, thanks, man. My channel views over the last month have gone nuts. Been trying to listen to what Ryan is telling me, and it really seems to be working. Yeah, Wesley, poor Wesley, because every time he'll do something, I really, I'd like, hey, man, you want to tweak that a little bit? It'll help you. And I hope you guys see some success too. I mean, the thing about YouTube growth is it's exponential anyway. Like I still remember the early days, like 50 to 100. Like if it took 2 months to get from 50 subs to 100, 2 months after that, you're not up another 50, you're up another 100. You know what I mean? It just exponentially snowballs, right? Very cool. Thank you, Reckham Roy. I appreciate that. And I mean, really, the big sleeper. And guys, if you want in on that TubeBuddy, I'm gonna put the link to mine, like affiliate link, in the description of this when it lives as a replay. I'd be dying to know if you use it. You guys who want to. He wants you to do a video on how to make a good video, says Dennis Farley. Yeah, but you guys, if you end up doing TubeBuddy, let me know. I'd be really excited, whether you use my affiliate link or not. But man, why wouldn't you help a guy out? But I mean, if you're serious, it's a small investment to make. I mean, it's not even a 6-cell battery, right? And you get to see what your competition is doing. And the whole idea of, let me tell you an example. My channel is not huge. It's not. In RC land, for us, it might be okay. I took a 5-year break, which hurt me hard. Otherwise, I'd have a lot more. I mean, like I said, we built the other one to 26K and left. But this one just sat here. So we're about 5,000 now. We're getting there. Just hit 4,500 the other day. The point is, I forget. I forget what the point is. Also watch the F-bomb, says Skip. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Somebody tell me what I was getting at. What Pilot Ryan does takes a lot of effort and time. I'm still watching him. Yeah, those videos are still rocking over there. I mean, a lot of guys don't know I'm here, maybe even. Cool, Roy. Yeah, Lee, I will try to check that out. Absolutely. Jeff. Man, I get a lot done with an iPhone. When Captain Mike's not there, that's how I'm doing it. Anyway, keep it up. I was really going somewhere. I'm so mad I forget. I'm so mad I forget. But keep showing up for your buddies. Give them the value. And when they get into your video, let them know what they're there for. Everybody can always improve. And just keep showing up. And by accident, you'll end up somewhere. That's what's going on. But the being able to see what you're... Oh, ranking. I'm sorry. So, not a huge channel, right? 4,500 or so. And because of TubeBuddy, I can see what people like Horizon, Motion, anybody. You saw it, guys. I could see what Wesley's doing. I could see his tags. I could see what he was doing for best practices. You can see what people are leaving. This is the sleeper, right? TubeBuddy. I can see what people are doing. And so when I look at a Horizon video and I'm using every bit of tags that I can, I'm using all the SEO, I'm doing the best practices, I'm titling it right, I'm trying to have a decent thumbnail, at least it's of the plane, not being a spec. Even YouTube gives you 3 options of a thumbnail, and you can always upload your own. So what happens is, I'm a small little channel, 4,500, right? And because I use all the benefits of the platform, I'm ranking right behind Horizon in that suggested, the search bar, the related stuff in the side of YouTube when you're watching it and you got related videos on the side. I'm right there with those dudes because I'm using this stuff, right? So make a good thumbnail, take advantage of these, benefits, and you'll be up in the mix too. And after that, let the market dictate who's worthy of watching and all that kind of stuff. But, you get it out there in front of people. The more people watch it, the more people will watch it. The more YouTube will put it out in front of people. And really, that's the idea, right? I am Pilot 21. No, I am not. That's why I'm working so hard over here to keep my head above the water. What are we sorry about, Roy? Yeah, Boozer has a team. He says it also really helps if you have a team behind you. I don't know how I would do this without Mrs. Boozer. She's edited 3 videos this week and is the best camera girl I could ask for. I just fly the stuff. I get it. Jeff, what do you mean? Come on, Ryan. I'm sorry. I don't get it. Deuce is wild. Captain Mike, when we get out at the field, he'll come. Yeah, the thing about F-bomb skip is that the advertisers don't want a part of it. YouTube doesn't care, except their bottom line, they do. Yes, no, I am no longer affiliated with any specific company at the moment. I am ambassador for the people and work really close with some industry because they know you guys are real. You guys are the guys who buy planes. I don't know how many times a week somebody's like, hey, I'm looking at this one, I'm looking at that one. It's always choices. Thank you, Roy. Yes, Captain Mike is a vet as well. Yeah. Lee Davidson, it's just me, the planes, and 2 tactic drone view cameras. See this show right here? All I need is you. And me being willing to beat my head against the wall, trying to learn how to do stuff like this. Go to Teespring, buy a shirt. Check out the Corsair. They're in stock now. Also, there's the website. Here's a close-up pic. And we are back. I'm so proud to be able to do that, and it's not easy for me, but I'm getting it. Yeah, Boozer. Just keep doing your thing, man. Boozer's going to be at Joe Nall. He's hoping his channel grows. And he's invested heavy in the show, and hopefully it pays off. It always pays off. that's the thing too, right? You have to. I've used this story before. You got to do it for you because you want to, and whatever happens is just gravy. I used to bare my soul out on the stage, play music, like, and I meant it, and I was so serious and everything. And then so when somebody jumps the fence to save $3 at the door, that stuff broke my heart, man. So you really have to manage your expectations well to do this, and you kind of get thick skin too. You know what I mean? Um, and it still bothers me when if somebody says something shady or thumbs down or whatever. But it's not enough to stop me either. I expect to get some of those. Yeah, I would love to make an event like Null, says Kevin Jones. So, all right, guys. I don't, how long's it been? About an hour. Um, and also, if you're ever strapped for video ideas, your viewers will tell you, kinda. Like there's guys who have reached out on social and asked me this question or that question, or in the comment section asked me something, and sometimes I don't answer them because I'm like, that's great. I'll make a video about it. Um, I really feel like I need to make a short video on where I put my stuff in the F-22 because guys are asking me where I put my gyro and stuff like that. And I don't put a gyro in everything, but I do put gyros in stuff that I know I want to like really high alpha. Really, that's the only reason I put gyros in jets if I know I want to go slow with it. Isn't that crazy? What else? I need something to drink. I got no coffee. I'm just like ready to go. I just got loose of the children to bed and was working on this stream a little bit, putting it together. While we're watching old school cartoons, we like old school cartoons and stuff. Rafi's into the Star Wars pretty big, which is cool. I never got a chance to really get into Star Wars, so I'm getting a chance, which is kind of fun. And it definitely could be a bad thing. There's so much out there to consume if you start going down that road. I'm gonna keep on with the hustle. By mistake, personal brand happened to me and Mike, and is like, you know what? We've built such a lovely following and audience by mistake. I mean, I remember. Thank Dave. I see you. You're very welcome. I remember early on with Mike and I making videos over there that I didn't even think to introduce myself or Mike. We just made the videos. We didn't know, if we should or not. And guys were eventually. Tom and Jerry's amazing, especially when Henry Mancina did the score for it. A lot of times they'd have big band, and I mean, sorry, I digress. Tom and Jerry, MGM Studios, back in the day, golden era of film. They had the big bands and these orchestras and all this fantastic production available right there at their fingertips. So the score, the music for Tom and cartoons was dope. I mean, the best ever. I think there's one Tom and Jerry where Gene Krupa, jazz drummer, was like sitting in or something. It's so good. I mean, you guys know that you watch every Tom and Jerry from start to finish, never looked away, can't take a bathroom break, and they never hardly said any words at all. It's just that good. The music went with the animation. So good. So good. Anyway, Jordan Dole, we're just talking about YouTube. Really, this show became a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I was really thinking of a handful of guys who might want to, Ricky, who might want to learn a little bit more how to grab viewers. And there's some definite basic tricks when you think about it that a lot of these guys can be doing if they want to grow their audience. And I just wanted to throw out there what I knew without making like a dedicated video. Honestly, I got builds to do. I got assemblies to edit. I got tons of stuff to do, but I wanted to connect with you guys because you're out there doing the thing. And I want you to, I didn't want to wait any longer. It's like, let's figure this out and go live and talk about YouTube a little bit. So I expect to see a lot of you guys with like some better titles, some better thumbnails, some really good descriptions. Use your info cards and your end screens. Do that stuff. Especially, again, some of you are just doing it for posterity, whatever. But if you're really trying to grow, that's what you got to do. Yeah, nice Ranger in the background. Eventually that'll be on the available probably. Once it's available at Horizon, then I can basically get it on the Amazon store. Let's see what I put on there the other day. The P39 is on there. By the way, I'll have a P39 next week. I couldn't resist. I went to Hobby Zone and I got one coming from Hobby Zone. It's also, I have it on my store too, but Hobby Zone's wonderful. Yeah, Dennis, I did just miss you guys. Paul Hatcher, have you ever seen any of your videos? Man, I haven't, and I'm just honest. I have not. Anybody, okay, so listen. Anybody who's really interested in the TubeBuddy, I'm curious, answer with emojis. And like I said, I'll put the link in the description and maybe in like the first comment as well when this exists as a replay. I'm curious. Also, if anybody is interested in like a one-on-one session, I want you to answer in the regular comment section as well. It's like, hey, let's work out a session. Say something like that to me, and we'll go further with that. Ricky, you're funny. If you're leaving, give me a thumbs up if you'd like. If you had a good time, that helps. All that stuff helps. We did an hour show just kind of by accident today, but I thought I was due for this one, and I didn't want to do it on a Saturday. So yeah, you guys let me know if you want to see that. If you're gonna take advantage of TubeBuddy, let me know. If you need to have a real deep dive with it to understand it better, let me know. If you want a one-on-one sesh, let me know, because I'll do a little audit with you in your channel if you want to. Victor, your kid greased in that P39, man. Yeah, it's a three-bladed prop. Those three-bladers are they seem to eat it up. Thanks, Randy. Nice, Ethan. What do you guys think about that new Carbon Z Cub? New old Carbon Z Cub. Cool, Jeff. Thanks, man. Yeah. Jeff, do we talk on... Me and you talk on, like, Instagram, right? Yeah, Dave's RC tomorrow night. Yeah, Dave, where you at? Man, I had to dip out early on your show today. Whatever happened? I had to dip out early, dude. It's before 9 o'clock. Like, kids are up, and I want them to know their dad, so I try to keep my nose out of my phone a little bit. I think I pretended to take the dog out so I could get on the phone and watch what little bit I watched. Dave's RC, I want you to promote your show if you got one tomorrow. Tell us what time zone, that kind of stuff. All right, Dave? Paul Hatcher just got a what? Oh, Victor. Oh, no. Michael Roshka, what's going on? Yeah, Mary Boozer, I kind of thought the same way. I'm like, if they... Hey, what time's your show tomorrow, Dave? Jeff, I hear you, man. Cool. Just Living, what's going on? Just Living is an import from Pusha Studios fandom. Am I right? And cool deal. Dave's RC tomorrow night, 9 Eastern time. He's giving away the Ultra Micro MiG 15. Is that right, Dave? Check out Dave's RC. He's got a blue wrench. Feel free to drop your link if you want. While we're here, we'll just do a little bit of that, and then I'm gonna bounce in like 10 minutes. I promise, man. Because honestly, I'll hang out for 3 hours, and then I'll feel bad that I wasted your time. Mary Boozer's going to be bringing it to us the best he can from Joe Nall. Hopefully he can do some live broadcasting or get a hold of some internet and be able to get us some stuff. If not, it'll be after the fact, which is still really cool. Yep, Dave's RC tomorrow night, 9 Eastern time. Oh yeah, everybody's got their number. I'm number 33, which I will remember forever. Ricky the Photon Dexter, guys, if he shows up on your stream, then you've really arrived. You know you've made it if Ricky shows up on your stream, because he's just batshit crazy and so fun. He says, Dave's RC, quit DMing me saying you can give me help. I did not ask. Good day, sir. I said good day. Hey, drone guys, here's a good question for Just Living asks. So if I were new to getting a drone, what would you guys recommend for someone as a first timer? Honestly, I don't know, because I'm not much of a drone guy. My first inclination is to talk about one of the really easy to use photography drones. Thinking DJI, like Spark, you know, or one of the Mavics. They're kind of spendy, but they're very easy to operate. You don't have to be a flyer to work them. You know, so many people not into aviation at all are able to work those drones. Jeff's Custom RC says Hubson. Dave's RC says, Ricky, you better be at my stream tomorrow, and he yelled at him. Ricky says, nailed it, Ryan. Yeah, Lee Davidson tells boozers to hotspot it, your cell phone to a tablet, then you can go live. Trying to figure it out, have videos ready if I can't, so you will see new videos either way next week's. Cool, Premiere style if you have to. What's a drone? Lee Davidson is kidding us, I'm sure. Barry G wants to know how much are you going to spend on your drone? To the question asker, who I forget the name already. I'm sorry. There were like eggs. Just Living. That's it. A Spark or Hubson. Cool. Thank you guys. Yeah, Just Living. If you're considering buying a drone, I would. You guys know I'm about to pitch on Amazon. Wow, that's a good price. $160. I'm sorry, but the skeptic in me is like, how pro is it for $160? It might be amazing. Who knows? Barry G has 3 DJI drones and says they are costly. Probably $200 is the budget. Yeah, man. I trust Jeff's opinion, even though I'm skeptic of that cheap price. Jordan says, best drone I've seen is the DJI Mavic Zoom. Buddy from church has one, and it's a piece of cake to fly and takes great video. Yeah, I don't think any of us really need to have better than 1080 video, unless you're selling stock footage. 4K is wonderful, but it's hard to deal with. Jeff says it's easy to fly for first timers. and that he might make a video about it. So Just Living, if you want to see, video basically aimed right at you, check out Jeff's Custom RC. He has a wrench and a YouTube channel, obviously, as well. Just Living, what's your channel about? I think I think I clicked on you. I don't know if I subbed or not. I go over to Pusha and I watch those streams, but I don't sub to a lot of people because I don't want to give them, if I don't think I'm going to watch it, nothing rude and not being stingy, but it's like I'm lucky to be able to watch these guys flying planes, which is my thing, let alone something else. So I really just totally go over there to support Pusha, and it was really cool being on that show that one time. We are Michael Rashka, always good for the one-liner. The best drone I ever saw was in a tree. My Mavic Pro, easy to fly, can land itself, excellent vid and photos, also can tell you when getting near controlled airspace. That's cool. I was in Hawaii and it stopped and warned about the nearby airbase. Ricky says he paid about $4.99 for my Phantom, always works. Jeff says Hubson does all the same things. Yeah, I mean $160, if it flies away, I won't be so mad. We had a Phantom 2 Vision Plus for a minute. I thought the shot was so wide it didn't work for what I wanted to do, which was air-to-air stuff. So, alright guys, I could stay forever. I love this stuff. What do we do to go drop a link, man? You just drop it right here, bro. Drop it like it's hot. You got a wrench. You should be able to drop any link in the chat and then hit return and drop it. Drop it, man. Drop it. I almost got a Mavic once, but I'm too cheap, and I'm like, I don't think I'd use it. I really could stand to have a crew around. I want to figure out up in the production a little bit around here. Ricky, see you later, man. I Am Pilot says don't go down the drone path. It depends what you're doing. In the video content creator space, guys and girls who have nothing to do with airplanes at all use drones all the time to supplement the cool factor, to build out their videos and their content. It's not bad. I mean, if Just Living is farm stuff, like I think it might be because of the eggs on the avatar, then you could get some really cool shots. Alright, Love RC, you got a wrench. And that's a $50 deal. Wrenches are $50. I'm just kidding. Ethan RC's putting his channel out. Ethan RC, you just had a successful maiden on your e-flite Pulse, if I remember right. William Walrath just got the Arrows Bearcat and saved $20. It's pretty dang nice. I think so as well. Love RC went backwards, had a Mavic, and then got into planes. Crazy. Drone is great for the chase. Yes. Yeah, Love RC. $50 made payable to my charitable foundation, aka Ryan Ramsey Enterprises. I'm kidding. I got planes to build and videos to edit, guys. It is hard to get motivated when I can just have instant gratification right here on the stream. Back to fixed wing for Barry G. Barry G, you better be back to fixed wing. You just won 2 in the last 3 weeks. Cool. The link is to your dad's Carbon Z Cessna 150 repaint and maiden. Dennis Farley says that's a deal. Wrenches are $100 on the boozers. Nice. All right. Stick around. Check out this replay later. Those of you who want the links to the TubeBuddy. I appreciate it if you're considering it that you go through that link. The rest of you know how to find my Amazon stuff. If you go to the banner art, there's links in this channel's banner. Twitter, Instagram, Amazon, Patreon, what else? Facebook. I think it's all they let me have. So yeah, check that out. Be honest with me, guys, and answer with a heart emoji. Yeah, check out Jeff's Custom RC. Dave's RC is going to be live tomorrow night, 9 Eastern. Boozer's going to do his thing the best he can from Joe Nall. Of course, we're going live on this channel Saturday night, 9 o'clock Eastern. But answer with a heart emoji if... What was I going to have you tell me? Just answer with a heart emoji. Just whatever. I forget what I was going to ask you. If you had a sandwich or something, I think. Paul Hatcher. Did you figure out the links, man, Paul? Thank you, Michael Roshka. Jeff's Custom RC with the hearts, even though I forget what I was asking for. I'm awful without my coffee, y'all. Awful. Just awful. Thank you, Barry G. Really, does anybody have any idea what I was going for? I'm the worst. Basement Lee, for now. Oh, I remember. Yeah, Jeff, let's do it, man. Mini sesh. If I had a website, this is what the heart thing was about. If I had a website which consolidated some of the stuff I have going on, because the better you do, or the longer you do this, the more angles you have for everything. Like, you notice there's only a handful of links in my channel art because that's all there's room for. But I also have Teespring. I also have, sometimes I want to shed a spotlight on a certain affiliate link. I've got the airbrush kit. I kind of have a lot going on. Would you guys actually go to a Pilot Ryan website if I had one? I'm asking because they cost money. Not a lot, but it adds up. So, like, answer with a heart if you would like to see Pilot Ryan Enterprises consolidated and a little bit easier to get to places. One thing that made me think about this early on was the fact that Instagram, until you have like tons of numbers, thanks guys, Instagram only lets you put one link in the description or up in the bio, and you can't put any links in the captions. So if I've got a deal going where I want to drive traffic to a video or a new t-shirt design or whatever, I have to just pick the one I want to do right now instead of having, a few links. So if I had a website, I could, wow, thanks. If I had a website, I could put the link to the website, obviously, in the bio, and then you go click it, go there, and you can see everything that's available. So I don't know. I mean, this is the online world we live in, man. I'm not lying to you. I'm trying to keep this thing going, and every time I drive traffic somewhere, and you guys convert or buy something, if you're going to buy it anyway, I mean, go through your boy. So thanks. A lot of hearts here. I'm going to have to look into that some more. Jason Dunphy, I have thought about a Discord channel, and I probably already have one, to be honest with you, but I don't want to bring... So many guys have their favorite places to go to consume their buddies' content that I just can't even, except for the website, I can't even think about having him do something else. For a minute, I was doing podcast on Anchor, and it just really wasn't. Is Wix free, Randy? Are you sure? Plastic Aviator, what's going on? I was looking at Wix a little bit in Squarespace. Mike Kennedy says GoDaddy did his. I think GoDaddy did RC Jetworks too. It'd be nice to be able to do just everything on that site. But I just, man, I'd like to get some more brand deals or something too. You know, you see the sign on the side of the road, right? The guy holding it will work for, it's planes for us. Will work for planes. Let's see, just bought the airbrush cleaning kit and paints from the... Oh, cool, I saw that, Fred. Of course, I don't know who it is, but I saw that somebody did that. It's been a good week on the Amazon store. There's a lot of guys buying radios and things like that. John Rothberg asks, is music playing on my phone while videoing with the GoPro on my head? Is the music being heard on the video a copyright violation? It can be. If you can hear it, it is. It won't matter. Weebly is free, but not sure if it'll do anything you need. Yeah. Some of those have built-in benefits, right? Like the Teespring store has its own kind of logistics, so to say. Dennis, would Mitchell be the guy on the web for me? Paul Hatcher, if you're gonna do it, man, you know where to get it. Yeah, I want to be able to do a website that I can do, like build with templates and not, like, I don't want to do any coding at all. I mean, if you guys think about it, let's put it like this in kind of perspective. Jeff, see you later, man. Yeah, we will get together. We'll do a little sesh and we'll figure it out. Awesome. We might just do an Instagram video chat or something. If you're into that, I might even let me know if you want to do it tonight. Hit me in the Instagram messenger. Yeah, Paul Hatcher, do it there, man. I got it there. Yep. Dennis Farley, Wendell. Okay. So Vance, I got you. Lee Davidson, see you later, guys. I really didn't mean to keep you this long. It was on my head and heart to really try to help out my fellow YouTubers, man. Jeff, see you later. See you guys. A lot of you guys I'll see tomorrow at Dave's RC, his stream. Everybody's just having a good time getting it done. Jordan Dole, I'm a software developer. Holy smokes. Thanks, man. Jordan Dole's a software developer when he's not flying, but unfortunately don't do web stuff. Cool, man. Jack Miller, anybody have a time release on the new Futura? Man, I don't know when it's going to be available, but we got one. And I cannot wait. Plastic Aviator, next coffee is on me. Thank you so much for that. Randy hates IGTV. It's better than it was the first time it came out. Paul Hatcher, you want to get together with me? Is that what you're talking about, man? You trying to build your channel? Let me know. Hit me up on Ryan, Dennis. Okay, Dennis, I will. You guys are great. Yeah, Jeff, hit me up if you want to do it tonight. We're going to try to get some planes up in the air as soon as... yeah, man, Instagram is totally owned by Facebook. That's fine. I mean, guys, really, there's no such thing as privacy anymore, right? Just be good. Just be good. Guys, I love you. This was a fun show, impromptu. I really appreciate you guys coming over. You guys, as soon as this refreshes and buffers and does all that stuff, I'll build up the description a little bit, and I'll try to remember to put that TubeBuddy link in there. You guys can try it out. I think they do have a limited free version that you can use, but it wasn't going to do it for me. So you have the option to pay like monthly or yearly, and I think I saved $40 or something like that by just going for the year. So that's my recommendation. I think it was like $110, or maybe it wasn't 40. It was like $84 is what I paid, or 120, 108, something like that. I can't remember. Dennis, I'll give you a call as soon as I go to the bathroom. Um, awesome. You guys are great. I'll see you Saturday. I don't want to burn you out for that. I got a lot going on here right now, so it may take me a minute to end the stream, but I'm going to do it. Thumbs it up if you don't mind on your way out. And if you want and you had a good time and you learned something, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a comment in the regular comment section as well. All right, guys, we're going to do this. See ya.